everybody? It's Dr. Rick dropping in on you. I do not plan on being long, but I did want to stop in and talk to you. Hope you guys are getting your Sunday off to a great start, which means you're getting your week off to a great start, and that's always good. Look, let me see if I can level this out a little bit. Yeah, that might be a little better. All right. Look, I'm excited. Things are obviously evolving for Rick Wallace Enterprises, which includes all the things that I have going on in the business world. And I'm excited about what that looks like moving forward, the work that I've put in, the energy, the effort to return my business career to what it used to be. So I'm excited about that, but I'm also excited about the work that I'm doing with other people, and on individual levels, on collective levels, in groups, at events. Got some things lined up for the remainder of the year, doing speaking engagements. I'm excited about what's going on, but what I want to do is remind you guys, if you have not yet signed up for the Manifest Your Greatness event on September 10th, you need to do that. Let me tell you something. We hear that word manifest all the time. We hear it, used so often misapplied, misunderstood, frustrating to a lot of people because they don't see how it plays out or how it applies to their lives. Let me tell you something. Manifestation is simply the execution of the entire process of faith. That's all it is. It's from the moment that you see it in your mind and you actually realize it. All of that is manifestation, but there is literally a process to manifesting. It begins with the way you think, the thoughts you produce, the thoughts that you accept, because there are thoughts running across your subconscious daily. Most people are completely unaware of them, but they are choosing their life from these thoughts, these ideas, these beliefs. All these things are coming. About 70,000 thoughts cross your subconscious on a daily basis. You're only aware of maybe a few hundred of them a day, but on a conscious level. But let me tell you, those ones that come are what you are literally giving power to. And if it's coming from limiting beliefs, if it's coming from poor past experience, if it's coming from an idea of can't, of lack, of not having enough, of not being able to do anything, then you are going to produce an environment on a spiritual level, on a mental level, on a physical level that's going to produce what you're thinking about. Your thoughts are literally the seeds of your destiny. Manifestation isn't some mystical thing that you magically make something happen with. Manifestation is an entire process that begins mentally, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, physically, and then it produces itself. It's not something that you just sit up and magically make happen. There are different elements and components. Some people have mastered some, and some people have mastered others. When you're able to put them all together, when you're able to line them up, there's absolutely nothing that can stop you from doing the things that you desire to do for your life. Let me tell you something. I was flat on my back when that last recession or economic downturn hit. I made some arrogant moves and decisions. I was feeling myself in business. I was doing exceptionally well. I mean, I was in a place that Rick Wallace, the kid, could have never imagined. And I just thought I was basically bulletproof. And I got hit at the right time in the right way, and it took me. And yet here I was trying to start over, and I decided I'm going to go an entirely different route. I'm going to use what I understand about business, but I'm going to leverage the internet. And I started, and I did, and I built, and it went. And there were some times that it felt like, man, what are you doing? Ain't nothing happening. It's not moving as smoothly as it used to. All different kind of things. But what I did is I just sit up. What am I entertaining that's slowing me down? What am I engaged in? This? And there are all these different elements. But what I can tell you is, when you make up in your mind to have something, when you make up in your mind to produce it, when it becomes real in your mind, your imagination can create things that don't exist, and they become real. That's why you're sitting up watching this, probably on a device device that you can carry around in your pocket or your purse. It's because somebody set up and said, this doesn't exist, but it's going to exist because I'm going to create it. And it came out of nowhere. If you can conceive it in your mind, that's God's evidence that it's possible. But how do you get it from your mind to in front of you? How do you get it from your mind into your bank account? How do you get it from your mind into your driveway? How do you get it from the front of your mind to have a driveway? All of these different things are part of the manifestation process. It's simply the playing out of faith. Faith isn't just something you say you believe. Faith is the very nature and the process of taking what you believe and making it happen. That's all manifesting is, but I have broken it down in a way that I can present it to you systematically to show you. This is what you got to master here. This, number one, you got to bring your thoughts. You got to captivate. You got to capture your thoughts. You got to arrest thoughts that don't align. You got to produce thoughts that do. You got to be able to reject things that don't align. Are you aligning with what you say you want across the board? Mentally, emotionally, psychologically, and spiritually, are you aligning? Because one of the most frustrating things you can have is not be aligning with what it is you say you want and desperately wanting, because the frustration will lead to what we call learned helplessness. You'll try for a while, and after doing it, you sit there and say, man, ain't no way this happening. You're going to give up. Let me tell you something. Don't ever give up. There's a way to anything that you can conceive in your mind. If it's good and you can do good with it, and you can experience good with it or in it, it cannot be withheld from you. It is absolutely possible. The only person that can stop it is you. So I'm challenging you. I am challenging you. If you want to understand how to manifest your greatness, how to manifest the very nature of God in you, that's what gives me. We talk about God so much. We talk about the indwelling God. Man, I asked myself a long time ago, if God is dwelling in me, what do I have to fear? What is it that I can't do? And just how powerful can I become? Instead of talking about what I can't do, what's not right, I'm going to align myself with the very nature of God. I'm going to try to move away from being angry all the time. I'm going to try to move away from holding strife and bitterness and unforgiveness in my heart. Not because there are some people that deserve my wrath, but because there's something greater in my future. I'm talking about there's some things and some work that has to be done to get to the apex of how this thing moves. But what's beautiful is God created the ability to do it. What we once used to believe was a hard wiring of a person's personality and who they would become. We now know there's this thing called neuroplasticity that allows us to totally reshape how we think, reshape how we move from being an introvert to an extrovert, move from being a person who doesn't like to speak in public to a person that thrives in it. I'm talking about absolutely anything that you set your mind to do, you can do. The thing is, are you prepared to take the necessary actions? Are you prepared to step out there and make a move? Look, for $97, you can't beat this. And this is the beautiful thing about this. You're not just getting 2 hours of electrifying information. And anybody that's ever heard me speak, especially live, this is going to be as close as you're going to get to live. I've got some live events coming, but this is going to be as close as you get live. And for $97, you're going to get it. Bring your pens and your pads. I'm going to send you some information, but you want to bring your pens and your pads, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to come from here and I'm going to give you everything that I've done. I'm going to tell you why I'm able to write and publish 25 books, why I've been able to start 47 companies, why I've been able to hit rock bottom and fight against a very turbulent and difficult time to rise up and consistently grow, how I sit up and allow myself to fall in my health and then drop 50 pounds in about 6 months. I'm going to tell you how it all happens. I mean, bottom line, anybody that knows me will tell you, once I make up in my mind to do something, it's either going to happen or I'm going to die in the process of making it happen. There are no other alternatives. I don't give myself options. I'm going to create it. I'm literally going to create. I'm going to find a way to get there. And that's the beauty of this thing. Nobody can stop you but you. But I want you to jump on. For this $97, not only are you going to get that 2 hours, you're also going to get my Breaking the Curse of Procrastination course. You've heard me talk about procrastination. That is one of the most devastating forces currently out there now. People are procrastinating, and what happens? Procrastination will rob you of time. it will rob you of opportunity. It is the thief of time and it's the thief of opportunity. When you sit up in procrastination, you miss times. Opportunities are meant to be seized, not played with, not observed, not passed over, not thought about too long. When you see an opportunity, if it's the door you need, you gotta hit it. You gotta hit. Why? Because doors don't always stay open. And not all opportunities return. You gotta know when to move. All of those things. That Breaking the Curse of Procrastination course is a $1,500 course. I'm giving that away for free. Everybody who lines up. And today, the last day, here's the beauty of it. If you sign up today, I'm also going to give you free the 7-day online business launch course, which is going online as an online course on 1st September. This is the last day that it's going to be offered, period. It's $97, but I'm giving you that for free. So you're going to get 2 extra courses plus this course. You want to be there. Reserve your space now. We're doing 100 people, and that's it. And